Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise on the 2nd of January 2015 with me, Shen Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that there is no need for the people to live with fear and suspicion. Do not be taken in by the false statements spread by the government, a statement by presidential candidate Maithripala Sirisena. And a special opportunity provided tomorrow for the casting of postal votes for the presidential election. On to your stories in detail now. President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that there is no need for the people to live with fear and suspicion. The head of state made this statement while addressing a public rally in Dehiatakandia yesterday.
A large number of residents from the area were seen at the public rally which was held to establish President Mahinda Rajapaksa's victory at the forthcoming presidential election. There is no necessity for the people to live with fear and suspicion. We changed that. Today we have a government that loves the child who is in its mother's womb, from the unborn child to the most elderly person and even to the person who is about to pass away.
පිළිසඳ ගන්න දරුවගේ ඉඳලා මහල්ලා දක්වා මිය යන මරණ මංචකයේ ඉන්න මහල්ලා දක්වාම.
On to another story that made the headlines this morning now. Presidential candidate of the New Democratic Front, Maithripala Sirisena, requested the public not to be deceived by the false statements spread by the government. He made this statement while addressing a public rally in Putla.
මේ වන විට මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ පාලනය අවසන් වී හමාරයි. ඉතා පැහැදිලි.
The Mahinda Rajapaksa regime has ended by now. It is very clear that the government of Mahinda Rajapaksa has no journey to go from this point onwards. Likewise, the election propaganda of Mahinda Rajapaksa at the temple trees has been completely dismantled. Today he has clearly understood defeat. He had realized that he will be defeated. Thereby false rumors are spread in their election propaganda. They say that they will somehow win the election. Then they say that new ballot boxes will be made in place of the old ones. They say there are new printing machines through which they will print cards and then the polls will be rigged. I would like to clearly state that these statements from the government, the statements from the president, we will not let them go ahead with that.
තවත් පැත්තකින් කියනවා අලුත් printing machine ගෙනාව ඇවෑන් කාඩ් ගහලා ගෙනාලා පොර ඡන්ද දානවායි කියලා. මම බොහොම පැහැදිලිව තමුන්නාන්සලට කියන්න ඕන. ඔය ආණ්ඩුව කියන මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මහත්මයාලා කියන එයාලගේ ගෝල බාලයෙන් කියන ඒ කිසිම දෙයක් ඒගොල්ලන්ට කරන්න ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. කරන්න.
The election secretariat says that voters who could not cast their postal votes in lieu of the presidential elections can do so tomorrow. Additional Elections Commissioner U. Amardas stated that this opportunity will be provided to those who are unable to cast their postal votes on the allocated dates.
The casting of postal votes for the upcoming presidential elections took place on the 23rd, 24th and the 26th of this month. Those who are unable to cast their postal votes on the allocated dates can do so on the 3rd of January. You are provided with the opportunity to cast your postal votes at your allocated district elections office.
Meanwhile, a meeting for those party and group representatives whose names have been nominated for the presidential elections will be held today. Additional Elections Commissioner U. Amardas stated that discussions on the future activities will be discussed at this meeting. He further stated that discussions will also be held on who will be appointed for the counting of the postal votes. Meanwhile, the Postal Department states that the 4th will be declared a special day for the distribution of polling cards. Postmaster General Rohan Aberatna stated that if anyone is unable to obtain the polling cards during distribution, they could do so at the nearest post office. The police say that they have received 214 complaints of incidents relating to election violence and the violation of laws in the run-up to the forthcoming presidential election. Speaking to News First police media spokesperson Ajit Rohana stated that 92 persons have been arrested in connection to these complaints. The police media spokesperson noted that these individuals had been enlarged on bail while further investigations are being carried out in this regard.
In the meantime, a certain group had attacked the residence of the United National Party's Beliatta organizer. Our correspondent stated that while no persons were injured in the incident, several motorcycles that were parked in close proximity to the organizer's residence were damaged. Furthermore, an office belonging to the United National Party in Nalutkama, which was engaged in promoting presidential candidate Maithripala Sirisena, came under attack.
A meeting was held in Vaunia yesterday between Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya and the district secretaries of the Northern Province. The meeting was organized by the Election Secretariat. The Election Secretariat stated that the meeting comprised of the 5 district secretaries belonging to the Northern Province together with the relevant assistant election commissioners and returning officers as well as senior police officers. Special attention was given to the issues that were being faced in relation to the forthcoming presidential elections. The Election Secretariat stated that several matters relating to the forthcoming elections were also discussed at length. Several street plays were also held in the Vaunia town. The street plays were held with the intention of creating awareness of the importance of casting votes. Several persons, including the Elections Commissioner, attended these events. The security guard at the house where 4 members of the same family were found murdered yesterday has gone missing. The police media spokesperson's office stated that the security guard is a suspect of the incident. The police added that investigations are underway to arrest the individual.
The bodies of 4 members of the same family were found in a ditch yesterday. The police media spokesperson's office stated that one of the individuals was a female doctor attached to the Lunuvela hospital. It was also reported that her husband, a businessman, was also murdered along with their children aged 15 and 13 years. The bodies were found in proximity close to the victim's residence in Nainamadama. The bodies have been taken to the Chilaw hospital for the post-mortem examinations.
And that's a look at this edition of Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise. It is a pleasure having you with us and hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.